Tonight features a pair of Big Ten women's games on BTN. The first is at one of the great buildings in college basketball, Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, Indiana. The Purdue Boilermakers and Northwestern Wildcats are both trying to separate themselves from the middle of the Big Ten pack. From the campus of Purdue University, the 22nd ranked Boilermakers host the 12-6 Northwestern Wildcats. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin Lee along with former Wake Forest standout LaChina Robinson. Well, LaChina, both of these teams have similar records, but they get to it in very different ways, very different teams.
Yeah, Sharon Versup has the luxury of a veteran backcourt that has willed them to victory in Big Ten play. Joe McEwen, on the other hand, a very young group, 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. He said some days he doesn't know what to expect, but they have shown the ability to play beyond their years. Starting lineups brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's start with the Boilermakers. They've gone with different looks throughout the season. Keep your eyes on number 42, Camille Redmond. She had her first career double-double the first time these two teams met. It'd be interesting to see how Northwestern deals with her size inside. And the Wildcats start 3 freshmen. Ashley Deary leading the Big Ten in assists. She is up against KK Hauser and Courtney Moses, 2 seniors who have been there, done that. The head coaches, a Purdue grad, Sharon Versup, a former point guard in her 8th season. Joe McEwen was also a point guard back in his college days in the Mid-American Conference. He's in his 6th season. It led them to a couple of postseason tournaments, the first time they had done that in more than a decade. Ready to go here at Mackey. The Boilers in the home white, the road dark purple for the Wildcats, and they get the opening tip, and this is the freshman Ashley Deary going to the sophomore Maggie Lyon, last year's freshman of the year, opening up with a jumper. And if you're Sharon Versup, you're not happy with that. She told us specifically that her team did not guard Maggie Lyon the first time these two teams played, and she wanted to do a better job in that area. First look for the Boilermakers. 3-guard lineup, 3 very small guards for Purdue. But they can shoot the ball, and April Wilson starts off with a triple to match what the Wildcats brought. April Wilson is going to have to be consistent in her scoring ability in Big Ten play. Sharon Versup said everyone's going to key in on KK Hauser and Courtney Moses. They need some other options. Out of the corner, Coffey, a little bit short. And right away, you can see that Maggie Lyon is face guarding Courtney Moses. And it looks like Kristen Inman is going to do the same on KK Hauser and try to take those 2 out of the mix. Deary took it away from Wilson, missed the layup, but there's the putback. Not going to go. Deary got it back. And Inman hits the jumper. And that's the kind of play you need on the road. Ashley Deary is 5'4". No way she should have come up with that rebound. Big play. She and Nicole Bell of Indiana, the smallest players in the Big Ten. Wilson already hit a 3, now hits a 2. So that was one of the uncertainties coming in, whether they would go with Wilson or maybe Dee Williams, the defensive specialist. Wilson paying dividends. Wilson really got off to a fast start in their win at Nebraska. That confidence of knowing that you have other scoring options to go to. Cohen misses from the block. You see the face guard. Maggie Lyon not helping off of Courtney Moses. Moses and Hauser. McEwen says it's like I've been playing these girls for a decade. She said they're a thorn in my side. When are they going to graduate? Wilson misses. Rebounding is a big concern for Northwestern. They have generally gotten rebounded most nights. And another offensive rebound for Purdue. Wilson with a nice attack, leaves it partially blocked from behind by Cohen. Well, Purdue just living on the offensive glass, and eventually Camille Redmond converts. Camille Redmond picking up where she left off in the first game between these two teams. At 6'4", she's very long. She's starting to get some touch around the rim, but look at the second effort, staying with it, and strong finish right there for 2. First foul on Alex Cohen. Redmond had a career-high 14 points, 11 rebounds a couple of weeks ago in that close loss to Northwestern. That's more points than she scored combined in the 5 other Big Ten games. She really owned the first 4 or 5 minutes of that game, and probably the biggest thing that she did was take Nia Coffey out of the mix and got her into some foul trouble.
Now the Boilermakers lead by 3. The runner is not going to go for Coffey.
And Coffey's got to turn and look at the basket. She didn't even look to shoot. She just passed it.
Clemens down low, gets deep position. And the Boilermakers now on a 7-0 run. Good look for Deary down low. And a foul. Free throws are coming up for Coffey.
Some good movement right here by Nia Coffey without the basketball. You see the screen by Alex Cohen that frees her up. Camille Redmond got caught ball watching. Coffey on her favorite side of the goal, the left side. She's left-handed, so she likes to go to that side of the rim.
First foul on Redmond. And in for Northwestern, Lauren Douglas, 6'2" sophomore. Was a starter last year, playing off the bench this year and playing very well, scores in double figures. The Wildcats get 1 of 2 free throws.
The other thing that April Wilson does in this lineup is she handles the ball, which frees up KK Hauser to play on the wing.
That time she turns it over, and Deary with a nice lead, but too many steps for Douglas on the way to the basket.
Douglas got excited. She caught that basketball. A good defense here by Ashley Deary. Getting in the passing lane. She's small, low to the ground.
She leads the team in steals, over 2 per game. Another post position and deep position. Just checking into the game, that's Whitney Bays. She was the hero in Nebraska.
Interested to see how Northwestern deals with the low post presence. They've had some games, for example, against Wisconsin where they won, but Michaela Johnson had a monster performance.
Ryan loses it. Hauser off to the races, trying to beat 2 Wildcats. There for the putback in the basket is Lisa Clemens.
And the attempt to box out has to be there for Northwestern. It's got to be an overemphasis right now as you see Purdue is having their way on the boards and getting extra opportunities because of it.
The Boilermakers up by 8 early here at home.
Man-to-man defense by Purdue.
Whistle on the drive. Foul on Purdue. Northwestern keeps it. In the early going, the Boilermakers have the advantage, leading here at Mackey by 8.